Hey everybody, welcome to week 2 or module 2 of our 8-week semester and late start class. I hope everything is going well for you so far. If you feel like things are moving pretty quickly, you're right, they are. So we are now in module 2, so hang in there. I want to just give you some encouragement. The first 3 weeks is the hardest of the class, and that's because you're learning new things that you've probably not done before in the way I'm asking you to do them. Once you learn how to do them, going forward, you're going to keep using that same style, that same system of writing outlines and doing research and giving speeches. It's all going to be the same, except we're going to be adding a little bit to it and doing it better. So it's kind of hard to learn new things first, but after the midterm, things just turn around. It slows down. It'll feel like it's slowing down a bit. So get through the first 3 weeks and through the midterm, and then I think you will find it that the class is very manageable after that. But it is kind of fast-paced right now, and it will be fast-paced then as well, except you're not learning a whole lot new stuff. The first weeks, you're not losing a lot of points. There's just each assignment is worth a small amount of points because I want you to learn, I want you to do it, and if you don't do it right, I want you to not be destroyed point-wise. On the back half of the semester, there's a ton of points coming down because that's where I expect you to have learned it, know it, and work at getting better at it. So be encouraged. The second half, week 4, is going to look a lot different than the first 3 weeks. I think our groups are settled down now. The people who are wanting to add have added. Anyone that's going to drop, hopefully, will have dropped. But you, if you're thinking about dropping, don't do it. Stick in there. Keep at it because the pressure release comes in week 4. So looking at week 2, the big ticket item, important wise, is the most important thing is submitting a draft outline. And by draft outline, it's a complete outline. And what I mean by that is that it has all the requirements. It is not a sloppy copy. It's a complete copy. Can it have mistakes? Yes, that's the whole idea, is that you're going to submit it to your group for feedback or meet with your group if you're in a weekly friend group and collect feedback from that group. Then you're going to fix the outline and then resubmit it next week in week 3 when we do our where we submit the outline and give our first major speech. The major lesson for this is in how to make an outline speech. And so may want to just also back up a little bit. If you haven't heard or seen the lecture yet on this idea, I want you to go through the modules by opening up the modules and working through them. I do not want you to go from your home button, say like here, click on an item and go to that to-do item and then come back to it and then start working on it. That's the incorrect way to go through a module-based class. The way you go through a module-based class is start from the top, work your way down, because everything you need to know is either lectured in the top and then so that you can work on the assignment or the discussion. So from the top to the bottom. So with that in mind, I'm giving you this overview. You can read it in here. APA development assignment. If you haven't started it, now's the time. I see I have a few to grade, and I will be grading those and giving you feedback. As soon as I give you feedback, try to work through that, resubmit. I'll regrade, give you feedback, and then you resubmit. I'll give you feedback and you resubmit. Keep resubmitting, refining in your answers until we get all 6 questions dialed in. How to make a outline. This is my basic outline lecture. This outline lecture that you, sorry about that. I'm trying to do something here. Is a video. It's about a 45-50 minute video, and I've broken it up by topic in 5-minute chunks. I know a lot of you say, oh, I can't learn from a video, or I struggle with video. Well, it's either that or or go to an in-person class. I could either type this all out, which is going to be difficult to read. So there's no other way to get through this than to sit down and watch it for learning. You cannot play this as a podcast while you're exercising because you won't get it. This is just a core. This is a core memory of the course. We have a few core memories. The APA development assignment is a core memory. This outline is a core memory. And this is what I talk about, is that once you figure this out, then we're going to repeat it over and over again, and it's only going to get better. So if you don't, the sooner you figure it out, the better it will be for you, the less work you will have to be doing. So make sure, whoa, I didn't mean to click on that, but so then anyway, that it's broken down into chunks. So watch it in 5-minute settings, get up, do whatever you need, but make sure you are watching this to be attentive for how to do an outline. And then at the bottom of this is another developmental video that talks about declarative sentences. You have to know this because we don't just make big, long sentences in our outline. We make very short, very small, single idea, one idea, declarative sentences. John is a teacher. She is chewing gum. The ball went in the air. Small, one idea, declarative sentences. So watch this for learning so that you can apply it. So I also do have the slide deck here for these and the rubric for the outline. Then you click next. And when you click next, you see the assignment for the for turning in and meeting with your groups. So if you're a functional group, this outline is due on Wednesday this week so that you can get feedback by Friday. If you're a weekly friend group, then you just kind of work on this when you submit it before you are meeting with your group, and then you can meet with your group and look at it and get feedback live with your group. And I'll get to this in a second, but this meeting's also going to include your practice speech 1. So that is going to be that aspect of Module 2 is getting to these, getting through this video and doing your outline. Let's just get to the modules. Let me get back here. So then, additionally, there's an outline quiz for you to work on, a discussion on what does it mean to do extemporaneous speaking, and then we have a little 1-minute practice speech. This 1-minute practice speech is going to be to your groups, so your functional groups. You will submit it to your functional groups, weekly friend groups, like I just said. After you're done doing all the outline stuff, you'll spend about 5 to 6, 7 minutes just going through and doing, presenting practice speech 1 to your group. So a couple of things with this. Weekly friend group, it's due in when you meet. Functional group, this will be due Friday, and then as soon as it's done, go back in and give individual feedback. You can do that on Sunday and on Monday. Additionally, for this assignment, please read through these. I'm going to go through this really fast in this video because I see it's getting really a bit long, but you're going to record in gallery view for weekly small groups because I want to see people I want to see the audience. And that goes with, so that I can see that you are actually watching, camera on. And this is for all groups. When you are recording, when you are meeting with your group, all cameras are on. There is just no room in this class for not having your camera on when you're meeting with your group. If your camera is off, it's as if you didn't attend the meeting. So you will lose points, participation points, if all I see is you give a speech and then I don't see your face in the other people's videos to see that you are indeed watching speeches. That is part of the requirement. You need to, I'm going to have this a little bit backwards here. Oh no, I don't. Here it is right here. I need you to raise the camera up to, when you're standing, have it at chest. This would be fine at this level, maybe a little bit higher, but then you're going to step back. I don't have the space here in my office, but you're going to step back about 6 feet or so. You notice that as I step back, now you can see more of me because the camera is up a little bit. So I need you to raise the camera a little bit further up and step back a little bit further to give your speech. So in this case, in this class, we don't open up our laptops and stand over the laptop looking down at it. If you do that, you'll get a 0. I'll send it back to you asking for you to do it over again. You cannot earn any points for this speech until it is, sorry about that, until the camera is at the appropriate level, that you are stepped back. Sorry for muddling with that. That you are stepped back and giving your speech. And so with that said, you are not sitting or reading from the monitor. That's just not, it's not how we do the speeches. It's not extemporaneous. And the speech is about how to change. And it's only 1 minute. So how have you changed in the last 5 years? What were you like? What did you do? And then what initiated the change? And how are you now? So I used to be like this until, and now I'm like this. So I used to be until, and now I'm like. And so just spend a minute telling us about that. Okay. And so in this speech, we're going to try to we're stepping back so we can step around a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of gesturing. And again, this is a low risk. Everybody gets 5 points for this. All you have to do is do it right. I don't care really how well you do. I just need to make sure that you do it the way I'm asking you to do, so I don't send it back. So the webcam is at chest level, stepping back so I can see you perhaps from the knees up. Record your story in gallery, do the recording in gallery view. Everybody's camera is on. You are stepped back and standing up, and you are not reading from the computer screen or from anything else. Okay? It's a story. We don't read for stories. We don't read or memorize our stories. All right, then when you're going to send that video to YouTube, get the link, click on this button and then this button, and then paste the URL right there, click add to go. And then the final thing that I'd like to bring you aware of is the cafe, question answer cafe. So here is what I'd like you to do is make sure you're subscribed. Someone had already gotten in here and I'd forgotten to subscribe. So I've gone ahead and replied on that, but I want you to subscribe so that if I don't get a chance to answer your question, someone else may do that. So let's get subscribing there. All right, this has already gone a bit too long, and I will see you hopefully in office hours. You know, I'm kind of lonely in office hours. Come see me. I know I don't explain myself all that well in Canvas. I don't have the best Canvas layout. I'm sure you have questions. Make an appointment with me in Starfish. Show up. Maybe don't even make an appointment during my office hours and give it a go. Just log in. If I'm here, I'll be here. If I'm not, I won't be. Usually I am sitting here waiting for people. But if I don't have an appointment, if someone hasn't signed up, then I may cut my office hours short or be a little bit late to it because no one signed up. But in general, I do have my camera, my Zoom on during my office hours to accommodate any sort of drop-in. All right, now I'll end this. Have a great week, everyone.